Hey there, everybody. Don Evans here from WatchReport.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Brera Orologi Prodiver. Let's get over to specifications first. You're looking at a 47 millimeter case by 54 millimeters in length, or lug to lug, 16.5 millimeters thick, 300 meters water resistance, sapphire crystal. As you can see, this is a chronograph, and it is using a Swiss ISA 8371/2010 movement, quartz of course. You can see it is an internal bezel dive watch, and this crown over here operates the internal bezel. You have a rubber strap. Strap is a little weird, not weird, I don't want to say wrong word there, but it actually starts out here at the lugs at 18 millimeters and then actually bows out to 22 millimeters. So obviously finding strap replacements here are really not going to be possible, because if you put a standard 18 millimeter strap on this that would fit in the lugs, it's not going to fit here, and you're going to have a lot of gaps. So proprietary strap on this. Your price, the list full retail price, is $995 USD. Now, anybody who is on, this channel, you're watching the Watch Report reviews, you should be familiar with Brera Orologi watches. I have reviewed quite a couple of their models over the past couple of years. And one of the things that you are aware of then, if you have seen these reviews before, is that they mainly use quartz movements in all of their watches. As a matter of fact, and I could be wrong, I can't remember them using automatic movement yet. As I've always said, the movement doesn't make the watch. That being said, and I try and do these as objective as possible. The reality is this style of watch, combined with the size, is just really not for me personally. Does that mean that I can't review it? Well, absolutely not. I could still give you all the pros and cons of the watch in my personal opinion. And it's one of those things where, of course, I'm just not going to fall in love with every single watch that I review here for WatchReport.com. And, this is one of those that just doesn't tickle my fancy 100%. Doesn't mean that it's not a well-made watch. Getting back to Brera Orologi and, what they do when it comes to watches, they really concentrate here on the dial work. That is something that they've always done with every model I've seen. They always use a contrast of finishes on the case. So you're going to see sandblasted finishes. You're going to see gunmetal gray PVD. You're going to see high polished. There is lots of engraving going on here with the crown. Of course, on this crown, you have this little design here on this side of the case. Now, I'm not sure what the purpose of this is being screwed on here, but you can see that it mimics the texture of the design of the dial. Case back that I have seen on other models from Brera Orologi before, but it is a very nice, very well made stamped case back. It's a nice looking case back. No way around that. You are getting a very nice high quality rubber strap that is obviously custom made for them for this particular model, not only in the look but the size. And when you're getting these run off, there's usually a minimum of 500 to get rubber straps produced, and I'm sure it's not exactly cheap when you're getting them custom made for you. As I said, you do have a sapphire crystal. It is slightly domed, as you could see. We will give you a close-up look here at the dial and the hands. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead. I will unscrew the internal bezel crown. You can see that operates pretty easily there, and then you could just stop it and then screw it back down and leave it where you want. We will unscrew the main crown here. Okay, of course, pull it all the ways out, and it operates your time setting, and then of course, first click is going to do your date. And then let's take a look at the chronograph, which of course is not going to work because I don't have the crown screwed down here, but we'll try that again. So here's a look at the chronograph operation. Now, of course, this being a isoquartz chronograph, it is going to take a while for that second hand to get back to the 12. Let me zoom back out here. Now, one of the things that I just personally want to mention, when I first pulled this out of the box, just honestly, very large watch, only large compared to what I'm used to at this point of my life and what I like to wear. I know there are many, and maybe you're not one of them that's actually watching this review right now. And if you don't like the style of watch, hey, you know what? Like I said, it's not exactly me either, but I do know that there are people that really enjoy these oversized watches. And one of the things that I really noticed is that this is one of those watches that plays larger on paper than it does in person. And, there's not always reasons why, because 54 millimeter lug to lug is, very, very large. But look at the way it curves down, look at the bevels on the case and the shape of it. On my wrist, does it still wear as a large watch? Yes. Does it wear as large as 47 by 54 by 16.5 millimeter stick suggest? No, it does not. That 16.5 millimeters comes from right in the middle of the case back to right in the middle of that domed sapphire crystal. So it doesn't give off that massive, chunky appearance as you would expect just reading the specifications. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead. I will put it on my 7.5 inch wrist. There we are. As you can see, if you take a look at that lug to lug, yeah, it's pretty close right to the end of my wrist, but this does just not wear as I expected it to. I expected it to be gargantuan, if I'm being honest. And in my own head, 47 millimeters is huge to me these days. Where, many years ago, I used to wear watches that were 50 millimeters. It was part of the trend. It was part of the whatever. I got caught up in it for a little bit. Nowadays, my wheelhouse is really like 42, 44 millimeters max. I will say this is a comfortable watch, and one of the other things that I noticed was, you got these massive crowns, your time setting crown, the internal bezel crown, and if you have the watch on properly and you have it fitted to your wrist, it honestly, they do not dig into your wrist like I thought they were going to. I thought this was going to be uncomfortable. It is not. Now, I mean, if you're forcing it and you're, really going like this, yeah, but if you're wearing the watch and you have it strapped on tight, not going to be an issue, at least not from what I have experienced. So the biggest thing comes down to that price, and let's make no bones about it. $995 retail is expensive for a Swiss isoquartz watch. Now, like I said, there's a lot going into it. There's the design factor, which costs money. There's making and building and assembling all these components together. And I've always said that Brera does a very nice job with the finishing and all the fine details. You have a custom leather strap. You do get a nice sapphire crystal. And while I'm not showing it here in this video, if you check out the full review at watchreport.com, as always, click the upper right hand part of your screen here and we'll take you to the full review. All of this glows, the hands, the markers, the subdials, the internal bezel, and it glows very nicely. So you're getting a lot in there. $995 though, most people are going to claim that that is completely overpriced. And, when you look at the market, if you're looking at micro brand watches, and even if you're looking at, because hey, let's face it, a lot of guys could buy Hamilton's gray market for $600. Now that's gray market, and it's not a fair comparison. So the reality comes down to is if it's worth it to you. There are a lot of people that I know that are going to enjoy this design. Of course, always try and be a smart shopper. Look around, look for coupon codes, look and see if you can find it for cheaper, if this watch is something that you would like. As I said, that's always up to you, but I'm here to present the watch to you as it is, and it's up to you to make that final decision. But, I can't say that I don't appreciate what has gone into the watch. And as I said, wears smaller than I thought it would and is very comfortable on the wrist. So if you want to see more, go to the full review at watchreport.com. As always, leave a like or a comment here on YouTube. Please be respectful. I can't say that enough because it literally will just be deleted. I won't even respond to you. I don't have the time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are not. You will never miss another review. Follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That is the end of my spiel for today. I hope you enjoyed the review. Thank you very much. This has been Don Evans for WatchReport.com.